Morning, folks. It is Sunday, April 6th, 2025. So, talk about something different since it's Sunday. Let's talk about what God has done for us versus what the devil is doing to us. You see, God, when he created all things, including our food, he created it with a specific ingredients, a specific purpose to help us live a healthy life. For example, when he created a blueberry, it's an antioxidant to help clean out our system. When he created red berries, raspberries, strawberries, it's an anti-inflammatory berry. When he created a banana, he put lots of potassium in it. When he created a pineapple, he did it for a purpose. That's what he's done for us. On the other hand, the devil has created the pharmaceutical industry. I'm going to use several examples. I have to use my daughter experience. And this also includes most doctors, not all. My daughter's birth doctor was my doctor when I was a teenager. A Chinese gentleman, Dr. Wong, who I don't think went through the Western medical training system. Very dedicated man. He refused to retire until he found someone to replace him to take care of his patients. So when my daughter was about 5 years old, she got her first bladder infection, UTI. Me, I didn't know better back then, went through the system. Went to, a doctor, went to the referral urologist, a young female doctor, who in her training, the only thing in her training, like most other doctors, is to prescribe a very powerful antibiotic. And my daughter had a systemic reaction. Her entire body broke out in hives everywhere. So frustrated, annoyed, pissed off, I had to do my own research. And I learned that there's a number of foods that will help to fairly quickly correct UTIs, urinary tract infection, bladder infection, such as cranberries, for example. Now, cranberries are very bitter. You're not going to get most people, to eat a cranberry. But they do have a cranberry powder extract you mix with water. And I started thinking, right, blueberries, antioxidant. So my regime was get some pure blueberry juice. You don't get anything from the stores that's mixed in with sugars, because bacteria thrive off of sugars and dairy products. Pure blueberry juice. There's maybe, 2 to 3 ounces, just a little bit. So she had to drink that regardless whether she liked it or not, first thing in the morning. Drink no water for the first half hour. Go on, do your things, get ready for school. Let the pure blueberry juice, antioxidant, start doing its wonders inside the body. Then drink a full glass of water to begin the flushing of the system. You're like a little human toilet. You got to put a cleaning agent in it, then you flush it. Then pure chunks of pineapple. So the fibers of the pineapple act like little scrub brushes to clean the inside lining of the bladder wall. and causing the bacteria to fall to the bottom, to the fluid. You don't do all this at once, right? Blueberry juice in the morning, come back from school, the pineapple chunks. Wait a half hour, flush the toilet with water. Other things like broccoli and spinach, and so on. So within a few days, when she had to go for a follow-up CT scan, completely gone. Nothing left, gone. Why? Because he did it. He took care of it. The next year she had it again. It was just after Halloween, you know, Halloween candy, lots of sugars. She loves milk and cheese, ate too much. Had to go to the bathroom on average of 50 times a day. With the UTI, you have the sense of urgency to go. Back to Dr. Dad's and his ingredients, gone. Which should also be used for on a regular basis to keep your system clean. A few years ago, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, she developed eye tics. Eye tics is the involuntary contraction of the muscles of the eyes. You're not aware you're doing this. Huh. So curious, stopped by a walk-in clinic. Of course, you know what they're going to do. What drug can we give her? No. Quick little bit of research. What causes eye tics is low levels of... shoot. It's Sunday, I'm going to Home Depot, and I realize they're not open for another 50 minutes. Okay, well, you have to listen to more of me. Quick little bit of research. Low levels of potassium. Oh, okay. I'm going to go through his medical dictionary. What foods have potassium? Potatoes, peanut butter, bananas. Cut open a banana, spread some peanut butter on it, give her a little bit of boiled potatoes, and instantly the eye tics are gone. My daughter has a condition, she has to have a medication though. And her pediatrician slowly increased the dosage to the point where her heart began to have some contradictions in the manner in which a heart is supposed to function. Palpitations, arrhythmias, some scary stuff. Peripheral nervous system gone bonkers. Eyes, vision gone bonkers. So I immediately cut her back. Not a doctor, Dr. Dad. And I sent the physician that information so she'd keep it on her file. The adverse reactions on that drug, she had every single one. And I'm talking about like it was a dozen. So to go to a follow-up every 6 months, the doctor asked both of us, so how are you doing with the medication? Perfectly fine. Nothing wrong. Then the doctor said, well, I'm going to increase the dosage. And I said, excuse me? Do you not remember what happened to my daughter the last time? It's right in front of you. The computer screen you're looking at is on her file. It's right there. She stopped. She read it. And she said, okay, we'll see you in 6 months. You're not allowed to correct a doctor. Because a lot of doctors are, they're drug pushers for the pharmaceutical industry. And that's all it is. A lot, not all. Some actually have compassion and they want to know how you're doing as a family, right? But in their training, because Satan trains them through the medical school system, it's all about supporting the pharmaceutical industry. Drugs, drugs, drugs. which makes you worse, worse, worse. They will not tell you his ingredients. They will not tell you what foods that you can consume to help cure your condition. They won't do it. You need to start learning this stuff. Don't be so dependent on the system. If you have a child, girl or boy, you know, and they're developing a UTI, this is not medical advice. This is God's advice. So I can't get in trouble that way, right? I can't issue medical advice. I can give you spiritual advice. Hey, what's anybody going to do? Everything he created has a purpose. What Satan's minions are doing, creating with certain substances, intentionally by intent, including DNA in the substance, using the messenger, which spikes itself onto the cell outer membrane and sends its message and DNA to the nucleus of the cell, and then it becomes genetically modified. You are not what he created. You are now what Satan is turning you into. I'm sorry to have to tell you this. Eat healthy. Eat pure. Beets. I put beets in my smoothies every day. Beets has anti-cancer properties. I mix it in with anti-inflammatory properties. Strawberries. That's why I grow so many strawberries. I have to grow enough for a 1 year supply each year. Blueberries. The Chinese know a lot better than us. That's why they eat a lot of things like bok choy and red cabbage, immune system boosting. Anyway, that's my Sunday morning sermon talk. Don't be in a rush to go to a walking clinic or your doctor or wherever. If you have a condition or your children have a condition, don't be so lazy. Start researching, start studying.